cool out.
And welcome back. And we're moving into our final conversation for today as we talk about the launch of the Carnival season. And we have with us on set Sandra Mahler, who's the president of the Belize Carnival Association. And we have David Mattis from Titans Mass Band, the senior band, of course. Good morning and welcome.
Morning and thank you.
So it's here already, and you quickly reminded me that we're even just a little bit late. We are launching the Carnival season. Tell us about it, Sandra.
Yes, we're launching the Carnival season. The official launch of the Carnival season is next week, Saturday, June 16. We're a little bit late due to partners, but nevertheless, we have to have a launch.
Yeah.
But the purpose of the launch is to allow the bands to have a platform where they can take in revelers, encourage other people to join their bands, and also to showcase your cultural talent. You know what I mean? Your artistic talent. It's to bring out who you are. So there has to be a launch. So we've changed it from the 1st of May, when we usually have it, to June 16th. Right? So it's next week, Saturday, at IT Vet Compound, starting at 2 p.m. And we are catering to the junior bands and the senior bands. So from 2 to 6, 7 in the evening, it's for the junior bands. And from 7 until 2 the following morning, it's for the senior bands.
Ooh, that's a long stretch.
And it's a short time for what we have laid out for the public next weekend.
But what can people expect when you talk of the launch of the Carnival season? And we know a part of it is to get revelers, but also that bands can get the fundraising going that they need so that they can put on a great display on Carnival Day. But when you have the launch, how much of the different bands do you get to see? What do they have to showcase?
When we have a launch, all registered bands participate in the launch. They must participate in the launch. That is one event that they must participate in, because like you said earlier, it's an opportunity for them to fundraise. So all their partners and sponsors will come out that day to see what they're offering. So all the bands participate in the launch.
All right. And let's talk about Titans for a bit, David. So you're coming back this year?
Yeah, Titans is back for 2018.
Okay.
You know, I guess back by popular demand. You know.
You keep on wanting to bow to this thing and nobody's letting you. Please.
You know, the sponsorship, the people who support you, the band members especially. You know, they need to see Titans on the road.
Yeah.
We do want to give it up at some point, but I don't think it's our time yet. So, you know, being champions of 2017, you cannot be a champion and not come out back the following year. You have to defend your title, right? So, and we have to give back to our sponsors, you know, commitment. You know, and they go back to the drawing board and say, well, you know what, we're gonna do this A, B, and C different in order for you to push back the band, you know, and so we're back.
You know, I think one of the things that we highly underestimate as people who enjoy Carnival is the amount of work that goes into that one-day production, and people like David and Miss Marina, and it's all just volunteer work, sometimes from the from the band leaders. And then the amount of fundraising. Tell us what's happening at this point, 2-3 months before the actual road march. At what phase in your plan are you at this point?
Well, we started pretty early, Lauren, seeing that, you know, you have obstacles from the year before, you know, and being that we decided that we're going to do it again. We started, I would say, from December last year. You know, we started to execute on the costumes from February this year.
Oh, you already started building costumes?
We already started building costumes already. So we're on the go. We have a committed team. You know, we restructure the band in terms of, you know, because like you said, most of it is voluntary work. You know, people who really die hard about this thing. So, you know, we started pretty early. So
so that means you've already decided on your theme,
we already decided
color.
on our theme. As we speak, Titans Mass Band has their band launch this Saturday for registered members. So if you're not a registered member, you cannot come in and select a costume. So that eliminates all the people who want to come and just fast to see what we have, you have to register with us.
Well, because there's a lot of secrecy in your
costume. That stage where we're in the secrets and all this, but it's not, we wish it would be different.
Yeah.
Because that's where we could get more tourists to come and join us if we would break this secret.
Yeah, well, but in Trinidad, you know exactly the costume you're purchasing ahead of time. You know what it looks like, how it fits in with the rest and the options. But the competition is pretty fierce amongst the groups.
So we try to still, because you have a lot of tourists who want to come in and play mass with us.
Yeah.
So what we do, we set ourselves up to FaceTime, call a messenger, do whatever we have to do so that person could view the costume, select their costume, and make their payment plan with us. So we're ahead of the game.
Okay.
And can I talk from the standpoint of the people who are not Carnival enthusiasts?
Apparently they exist.
They exist. I am not necessarily a Carnival enthusiast for a very simple reason. I believe that Carnival happens at a time when we're celebrating something else, when we should be celebrating something else. We do it in September. I think that's when the major Carnival event is. Carnival has become September. For the major patriotic events, like the 10th of September, March, or the 21st March, the support is dismal for those things because all the money it's a limited market. So all the sponsors sponsor Carnival because that is a lot more fun. But it seems to be taken away from the essence of our patriotism because it's done in a month where it's far more attractive. That having been said, why the season is so long? I mean, if that is the major event that happens then, how come in June we're already starting a season? And what does the season include?
Okay, we started the season, like I'm saying, we starting late. Why? Because Carnival on itself for that one day, it takes about 8 months of preparation to have a final product for us to put out there for the public. Carnival is an event where we try to bring tourists to the country to benefit the country. Carnival is an event where we try to have the kids display their inner talent. It's art, so it's a part of who they are. So we don't necessarily take away sponsors from other events because Carnival don't have a lot of sponsors. From my point of view as the president of Carnival, we should have more sponsors because everybody in this country benefits from Carnival. Whether you're selling the ice on the street, you're renting the portable toilet, or you're viewing. But our sponsors are few. Compared to other events we have in September, it's large.
Can I see this?
Go ahead.
Could we have Carnival in a different one?
I believe you'll have to ask that to the September Celebrations Committee. They are the people who tell us when we'll have Carnival.
Because traditionally Carnival was done I think the week before Easter, because it's a celebration of the flesh. All right, so
similar to Mardi Gras, but it's been moved to fit within the celebration month.
Exactly, because the September celebration did that. Yeah, but whatever day, if they should change or should change, whatever day it is set for, we still need 8 months of preparation.
Yeah.
So that is why we have a season, because throughout the season is when the general public will know if I see a Carnival knocking on my door, it's because they are fundraising to make their costume for that day. So that is why we have a season. So we're late. Yeah. Because from now until September, it's just a couple of months. But nevertheless, we're working at it because this year we are able to get a couple more partners. And I don't call them sponsors because some of them don't expect to get back anything, but still they work with us as partners. Yeah. So I prefer to call them that. And we're very thankful this year because Minister Faber opened his doors to us, and he is more talking with us instead of just speaking with our September Celebrations Committee. right? Which I think is the right way. And I want to thank him very much for that, because he hears from us, the people who are actually making Carnival happen.
What's the date set for Carnival this year?
September 8th.
8th, okay. So it's going to be an
September
extended,
7th?
it's an extended weekend too, that long weekend there.
Yes, it's the Saturday, September 7th or 8th.
Carnival is expanding, because when you look at Carnival events, for example, in Orange Walk, it's probably bigger than Belize City, because you have a lot of the people from Belize City who actually go up.
Yes. That is why it's bigger, because our Carnival bands go to Orange Walk, right?
Yeah.
But this year, what we're planning, because every year we try to make Carnival bigger and better for this country, because we, like I said, we use it as to draw in tourists to come and for us to make money. So this year, it's going to be bigger and better. Thanks to Honorable Montero and Mayor Earl Trapp. We are planning on taking Carnival to San Ignacio. Yes. And I want to thank all those people out there.
Some serious hills in downtown.
No,
I gotta tell you
I don't think if we're going hills, but I mean, we have to expand. We have to show the talent of these people in other parts of this country so they can respect.
And many districts have their own carnival.
Yes.
I've been in PG when they had their carnival. The spirit is everywhere. It's just that we in Belize City tend to have one of the biggest ones. How many bands are we looking at this year so far?
We're looking at 11 bands. We have 5 senior bands and 6 junior bands.
Yeah.
But we also have one or two more bands that will be coming on, but they won't be competing.
Yeah.
They'll just be participating.
Okay.
Yeah. We've also invited a group from Honduras who will be coming to showcase what they have.
And the bands on average, like how big was your band last year?
Last year we had 160. So this year we're going a little bit above that.
Wow.
You know, so because at some point you have to cut it off. You can't just continue making costumes. You know, last minute. You know, the one that you made first will maybe not end up looking like the one you gave last. And we believe in, you know, having that same level all the way through. So we have to have a cut off. So in terms of membership, everything, it's a cut-off time. So.
And of course, we're always fine-tuning to be able to have a higher quality event every year. And you have your workshops that usually take place as well.
Training, one-on-one. We have our judging association that goes around to the individual bands and go over what they did last year, show them improvements that they can make. So we do all that to make sure that every year the designs are bigger and better. You know, so we offer those too.
Last year, I know there was a documentary following some of the Carnival bands. Are you guys doing that again this year?
Yes, we're doing it again. We document everything that's going on. The Young Star group is doing it, and
Tyreek Young.
Yes, we do
Very
that.
good job last year.
It's to document what's happening with Carnival. So from 10 years from now, we can show where we've come from then to where we're going. Right?
All right. So let's get into the details of the launch of the Carnival season event. It's next Saturday, is it?
It's next Saturday at ITVET Compound. It's $5 only for kids to enter and $10 for adults to enter.
Okay.
Right? At the launch, we're going to have the main attraction at the launch is the costume on the runway, where all the bands will showcase a costume or two, right? So that's the main attraction, because we want people to see the level of creativity that will be out there. Then they will decide which band they want to go with, right? In addition to that,
marketing tool for the band.
Yes,
I have
it
a
is.
better one than you.
It's not better. It's just maybe, you know, because they're all good. They're all good.
No, each
they
one
like
has
the
their
different
own unique
design.
personality
Exactly. Design, because they're all good, right? But it just depends on the design that you will like. Then that will let you join that band.
I have my sister-in-law in Corozal, Corinne Watson, now married Norales, and she was telling us that she's actually going to exercise a little bit more, because this costume for them in Corozal is going to be a little bit more revealing.
Oof.
So is that what you're speaking about? Like the difference of maybe I might be more conservative, so I might want something that's a little bit more correct than somebody else?
But each band usually have a range of costumes depending on what people are comfortable with too, right?
Yes.
I've seen that. I know you guys do that.
Yes, within the same band.
We do that because, like you said, a lot of people...
Some more conservative.
Some people want to wear less, some people want to wear more. So we have to make sure the costume fit different categories with price range as well.
And some have different choreography, some just have a different personality. Like when one band go by, you know who that is versus
Look at
another.
the joy over there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Carnival,
someday you'll get it like a regular
Carnival is
band.
fun. You just come out and you look at I mean, it's fun. And if you participate in a Carnival group, it's even more. I used to dance in a Carnival, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Someday I miss, cannot go back in a group, but when you get to the executive up there and you start to manage Carnival, then you have to let that piece through, but at least you know what, you do, all this is done for free, we do everything for free because we love Carnival.
So, the event takes place next Saturday for children.
$10 for adults. And also at the lounge, we're going to have a clash of the past kings. We have about 5 persons who have won past kings several times. We've gotten 2 of those to go in a clash. We have Mr. Green and Stanley Lizama. So those 2 past kings will actually be competing against each other in large costumes.
Wow, that should be interesting to see.
Yes.
What is Dame to Cosita?
It's a dance competition.
There you go. You want to try the dance?
No,
is that what you're saying? Okay, I thought you were going there.
Carnival for me is getting an ice box and sitting on the side and just hearing friends. I don't even see the thing passing.
Carnival is all about getting loose.
Depends on what you want about it.
You know? So we have competition at the lounge. We have the Dame to Cosita dance competition. We have the regular soca competition, and we have the split in the middle competition, because these girls that dance Carnival, I mean, they could split for you,
Yeah.
and they can break up like Dame to Cosita.
You
know, so we have
to moves that you would not imagine.
Yes.
I wanted to ask one more thing, because we have to be very clear about the context of Belize City at this time. We know last year we saw some challenges in the competition and how it got really nasty within the different groups. What's being done to sit with them and talk about being respectful within the competition itself?
Okay, if you remember last year, they signed on to an agreement where they have to keep the peace. Well, this year we enforced the agreement by them signing over again at an earlier meeting when we started. So all the bands had to sign over again to keep the peace and to maintain that throughout the entire Carnival season. So we've done that. We've gone past that, and so far, thanks to all the bands, we haven't had any problems. So
Security.
Security is
for the launch.
Security for the lounge is provided by the police department. We always have to have security. We could never have enough security. I mean, where there are children involved, especially, we have to have maximum security. So everybody, welcome to come out. Don't bring a pen knife. Don't bring anything, because it will be taken from you at the gate. You know, we want to have clean fun out there. Carnival is all about having fun. No fighting, no stabbing, no nothing. We don't encourage that out there. It's fun, right? So we want everybody to come out next week, Saturday. And also we'll be on the different media houses giving away tickets, so they could just tune in to all the media houses where they could win free tickets.
Did you bring none for us?
We have a lot of gate prizes. We have a lot of gate prizes, so you could come and win one of those cash prizes. We have phones, we have travelers gift packages. I mean,
I let David enjoy that for me.
$5 for kids, $15 for adults.
$10 for adults. After June 9th, it's $15.
Okay, so there's an early bird special.
Yes.
And David, you also have an event coming up this weekend?
We have the Carnival launch for Titans Month.
But you have to be a member.
You have to be a member. I mean, we were launching our 2018 costume, so it's only for members of the band. So that way they could get an early start as to what they want to start to wear, what they want to get. I mean,
how much in shape they have to get, what their options are.
People are, you know, all up ready to see the costume. So we need to make sure we have that guideline.
Okay.
I also want to mention that all the bands will be out there selling food. So there'll be enough food and drinks out there. The bands will be fundraising by selling the food.
Yeah.
So we'll have that out there also. And for the kids, we'll have a kickball competition. But it's going to be fun, right? Because when you kick the ball and running to your base, you'll actually be running into a swimming pool of water. Oh. So the first, second, third, and home plate are all swimming pool with water. And I forgot to mention, we're going to have No Fear out there, who is going to be doing confetti, the water blast, and all that. We're going to have that out there too for the juniors and the seniors. So it's going to be fun. I mean, you want to get wet? Come. You know, you don't want to get wet, you still come, because there'll be the area where you won't get wet.
All right. There you have it of the carnival season next week, Saturday at the IT Vet. There's so many things going on at that one event. It starts from 2 p.m. in the afternoon
in the afternoon, yes.
The following morning. Yes. More than enough time. Of course, the earlier hours are for the kids, and then the adult kickstart their party. Titans event, where will that be this weekend? 34
Albert Street, where the mass camp is on downtown.
Okay. All right, but remember, you have to be a member, so contact them and see how you can get on board.
And I just want to take this time to thank all our partners who is making this. There you go to your director.
I really can't. They're showing an animation.
That's it. That's what you have to do. Oh my God. You know, when you ask too many questions about a dance, you have to do it, right? There you go.
I just want to thank those people who's making it happen next weekend for us. We have Digicel and Diginet who came on. We have our normal platinum partners who are there every year with us. We have Travelers, Bellikin, Smart, Niche. Did I miss any? That is normally there with us. BEL, yes. Flavors Entertainment. We have Struggle Group. I cannot forget them. One Struggle Group is a group of persons who have been affected by gun violence. But even though they are in need of different things, medication, different things that they're going through, the group actually comes out and support Carnival by doing community service with the bands.
Nice.
So I have to big up the One Struggle Group for that they're doing. We have Premium Wines.
Norman's Printing.
Norman's Printing, Belize Waste Control.
Music ambassador.
Yeah, oh yes, our music ambassador. He is providing all the local artists for the launch next week. So we have to big him up for doing that. The September festival, that's happening the 7th, 8th, and 9th. That group is also assisting us with the launch and making. Yes, Smart. Smart has been with us for the past 4 years. You know, so we really have, and San Pedro Belize Express, Mr. Marin and Mr. Wong. I mean, those guys had opened their doors for us, and they're giving us a catamaran to have a fundraising dance. I mean, I have to big up those people.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, well, it's like I tell you,
only the beginning.
Minister Farmer opened the door, then Minister then the mayor, and then, you know, it's happening because every year we want to do it bigger and better. And I just want to say a huge, big thank you to all those persons. There's still time to come on board.
That's right. He can go and select his costume this weekend, right? We got to wrap up the show. Coming in, and once again, mark the date. The carnival season officially opens next week, Saturday. We got to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap up, so stay tuned.
Thank you.